Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. This is Cox coming forward of the Gamepreneur. Now today we do have a GameCube on the table right now. GameCube controller, and we're going to fix the common issue for the controller. It's the left joystick. Now as you can see on my working controller, and this is has no issue. So the usual suspect will be this part right here when you wiggle it. So this one is, there's a little bit of movement, but that's okay. There is no sign that we need to replace it. It's a normal snapback. Always be in the middle. All right, now of course we're going to replace this, and if you are wondering what is the part to replace, this is a very cheap spare parts that you can buy online. Just search GameCube joystick replacement, and you'll get one of these, and they will indicate if it's compatible with the GameCube. But if you're going to verify what it looks like, it has a 3-pin for connection on that green square, 2 green square, and the 4-side pin for stability. Okay, so if you're going to replace your own or fix your own controller, you need a tri-wing, they call it the tri-wing screw, something like this. It has 3, where's my camera here? It has a 3 bit or 3 angle instead of the regular Phillips screw has 4. This one has 3. Okay, it's like the logo for Mercedes, the 3 wing. All right, now of course here are the screws at the back. You will open up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, and then you're just gonna put it or organize it with your cup, okay? Or like what I did is the milk scoop, you know, anything that can try to hold those screws for a while. And it's really hard to miss that. If you did, you can probably order online for a replacement, but it comes with a set. That's what I always check. It doesn't sell one piece, of course. That is too little, or too there's no package for that. Anyways, okay, so when we open the controller, so it will look like this. Let me have this yellow one. I'm working on this yellow, trying to restore it also. So you don't need to unscrew this, but just in case, at the internal screw, you're going back to Phillips, just so you know. Okay, so try to organize, put all the buttons back there, and then there are rubber paddings, they call it the membrane for the the buttons. Yep, that's about it. Now you will just get this piece right here, and then some people remove this, but in my case I just leave it there. That's okay. And then in order to have access here, we'll go at the back, but just to show you the wiggle, I haven't cleaned this yet, but anyways I will replace it, so it will go to my spare parts there for, you know, just an extra. It has a little wiggle, see that? So I'm selling this, but I'm not satisfied. The customers might complain, but there's a little wiggle, you know. Some people are perfectionists, so I'm avoiding any complaints. So we're going to replace that with a new one right here. Now in order to access that, of course you need the solder, the tip, the half tip. Let me show you, it's really hot right now. That tip right here, that's a good tip for soldering. This, the circle with the slice, like a sharp tube. Okay, and then you don't need to disassemble this part. You just have to clip it out, unclip, and then it will slide like that. Now I usually just use this table right here and then solder it on the four major, or the pin that holds this joystick. So the four corners first, and then when I'm done with that, I will get the six, three here, and the other side there's a three, solder right there. So four sides first, and then you'll go with the six smaller pins. Now of course you will need a lot of flux, because in my experience a lot of these flux, in my experience the board will get burned, but it will not damage the controller. It will just burn the board. So we're avoiding that. And then after you replace that, you can just return the case, put all back the screws, and you're good to go. Just make sure everything will be connected. And then there's one more thing. Sometimes when you, because you have this retro, I think this controller is back in 2003, so it's like 18 years, 17 or 18 years already. And sometimes when you unclip this, you'll have no vibration when you're doing the testing. Just double check this one before you close the controller. The black wire and the white wire should be connected. Okay, that will easily break. And of course this right thumb joystick, usually there's no problem. A lot of well, yeah, all of my GameCube fix has no issues with the left or the right. I'm sorry, the right thumbstick. Everything it is working and no signs of wiggle. I don't know, maybe the directional always on the left, so there's more stress or usage on this side. So that's about it. I hope you can I hope I can show you the the soldering part, but it will take a lot of time. But if you're just a beginner, I would say just keep practicing. If you have like a scrap board, you know, just to practice soldering or removing those solder, you can do that first before you go to the main board or this controller, because you might mess it up. And that's about it. So good luck. If you can practice first and then do the actual thing, you can do that. Just keep practicing. And the heat, if you're asking me on the solder, I usually use the 476. I know it's a bit high, but it's really it's the sweet spot for me. It's easy to unsolder this. I don't use the desoldering gun. I don't have that, and I'm just using the regular. But this one has the like the power brick, so it has more power. That's why I mentioned 476. It has more power. The regular solder, the cheap solders, like you have to plug it directly. Oh man, that's a crap. Don't use that. Just use one of the professionals using. I'll show a picture on my personal device here. Alright, so that's all I got for today, and I'll show some footage how I reassemble this thing and turn it back to GameCube controller. Alright, it's a mess. So guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, just hit like and subscribe to my channel if you like this kind of videos, tutorials, unboxing, review, and all that jazz. We have it on Gamepreneur. This is Cox coming for it, and you have a good. Okay, so guys, we're done removing the joystick, and as I was saying before, just be careful or put a more what is this liquid, this flux. Don't worry about dripping. You can just wipe it, clean it afterwards after you solder. But the burning of the board really shows up. I already put, hi guys, so the more flux on it, but however is one of the connector is missing, burn, but it will not affect
supposed to have that
that's okay.
Contacts
as much as
it
you
was
will
torn
never
because when I'm removing
get rid
the solder
of the
and I don't know, I just missed that.
that
probably
circle
already
ring. It has
put
a round ring
those solder
on every
materials in the trash.
hole.
So we're gonna do something else.
So be
just to
careful
do
because
a
of the high
workaround.
temperature.
Now
that
we
might
need some contact
that might fail
outside going
So
inside.
be careful not to remove it.
I guess we have to
soldering
improvise.
it.
Now I'm thinking of
removing
just using
the
a small connection
the
wire
joystick
like this,
or
and just
installing
solder
the
it
joystick.
from top going
as
to that
well as the
small
back side. Oh no.
So we're
Back
gonna
side
do
is
it.
safe.
Here we go.
See, that's okay. And the crown or the connector will be on this side, so it will be like this. See, yep, something like that. No, yeah, it will be like that. All right, so we're gonna speed up the process. We're going to solder this. Again, same procedure. We'll get the 4 main holder of the joystick device or the parts that's going to stabilize the fitting that this thing will not move. And of course the 6 connection, I think it's the 6 directional connection. So yeah, we'll work on that and we'll speed up the process.